Thursday's Toolbox.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Tulsa Scene Podcast. This is your Thursday Toolbox, and we're going to talk to you today about the Toolbox, the tool of trust. You see, in your toolbox, you need all the things that help you do and be all that you're supposed to be. Trust is one of those things. You want to be able to lead by example so that when others interact with you, they feel trusted by what you're doing, by what you're saying, by how you are leading. You want to make sure that they know if my leader says this, it means this. And as much as you possibly can, you're not going to shift it. You're not going to change it. Because here's one thing that's important. Trust is given. You might be watching this and like, Kyle, this is not true. You got to earn my trust. Well, I just don't think that's the thing anymore. We will get more out of people when we say, you know what? Trust is given, mistrust is earned, and I will work as hard as possible to restore the relationship once it's broken. So, if trust is given, mistrust is earned, and we're going to restore it quickly and within reason, what it means is that you can lead how you're supposed to lead. You can have relationships that are thriving and not stressed out. You can have your own personal relationship with yourself be strong and mentally, physically, relationally, emotionally strong because you trust yourself. I said that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. I said what I was going to say. I said what I was going to do. I'm going to do it, and I got it done. It builds trust. So make sure that you also have trust within yourself. Because when you start to do things, you start to say things, and you don't follow through with them, nobody may know, but you do. Nobody may say, hey, you didn't get this done. But you know you didn't get it done. You know you keep putting it off. And when you erode the trust with yourself, it affects your confidence. It affects your ability to do all that is on your plate and on your to-do list. So my encouragement is have trust to yourself. Restore trust often back to yourself. And if you are leading a team here, make sure that you understand that your team's always watching. Your team, those you are assigned, called, however you want to say it, to lead, they're watching. I had a mentor one time say, Kyle, what you do occasionally, your people will justify doing often. What you do occasionally, your people will justify doing often. So if I, skip preparation time, or I show up, maybe a little bit late for a meeting or whatever, I may have a good reason, but my people don't know that. And so make sure that what we say, we do. If we drop the ball, part of having trust is being able to say, hey, I missed it. I'm sorry. Let's move forward. And that's okay. Oftentimes we feel like, I don't know if I can say this. I don't know if I can do this. It's not needed. It's not necessary to feel like you have to be perfect all the time. Leading yourself and leading a team is about progression, not perfection. And so as you're growing, as you're learning, as you're developing, trust in yourself, in your team, and in your organization, if you are a part of a company, part of a business, it's all about holding yourself to a high standard, holding those around you to that standard, admitting when you've dropped the ball, when you missed the mark, and allowing yourself to be picked back up, allowing yourself to be able to back on both feet, and you keep moving forward. Trust is something that it takes a long time to build up. Like how do I say this? Trust takes a long time to build up in other people. It takes very little to start to erode it. And so as you build that consistency, that's why it's important for us to continue to say, hey, I trust you. Hey, I trust you. It's building those bricks so that if something does happen and it crumbles a bit, it doesn't bring the whole thing down. So I hope this was beneficial. I am so grateful that you come every Thursday to watch this, and you come on every other day of the week, that we have a show, we have a podcast that launches that tells you all the different things every single day throughout the week. You're able to get inspiration. You're able to get tools. You're able to be aware of what's happening all through the Tulsa Scene podcast. And so we're just incredibly grateful for you to be here in this space, learning, growing. We'd ask that if it resonated with you, share it. Send it out to somebody. Make a review. Leave a comment. Leave hit the subscribe button. However you are watching or listening to this, let people know about it. We're super grateful, and we'll see you next week. Thanks. Peace.